Hi, I'm Jim Cook, and this is our first episode of What's Up with Jim today. Today we have 6 youth that we're talking to, we're talking to about inspiring themselves. Today's show is sponsored by Edward Jones, Making Sense. You can find Toby at 440 South 3rd Street. It's Suite 201 in St. Charles, Illinois. Today I'm going to let the kids introduce themselves. And then we'll get into the question that we want to ask them. We got several questions we have to ask each one of them. And hey guys, make sure that when you're talking, don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, and make sure that you talking about the things what's important to you. That's what we want to hear, okay? What's coming from you. So, and then also we'll be streaming live later on today, so that you can go back and you can check yourselves out, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let you introduce yourselves. And then after that, we'll get into the questions, okay? So we're going to go right to left. So who wants to start off and introduce yourself and tell us about who you are, as far as what's your first name, and then what grade you're in and what school you attend.
My name is Malachi Thomas. I'm a freshman.
Did you turn the mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
And I go to Larkin High School.
I'm Mercedes Perez. I'm a freshman and I go to Larkin High School.
Hi, my name is Dasani. I'm a freshman at Larkin and I'm a cheerleader.
Hi, my name is Tavion Mitchell. I'm a freshman at Larkin High School and I'm a basketball player.
Keep it on. Keep the mic on until, yeah. Yep.
Hi, my name is Tramisha Gray. I am a junior at Larkin High School.
Keep it on. Yep.
Hi, my name is Diafian Soto, and I'm a freshman at Larkin High School.
Okay, so what's going to happen now is that I'm just going to ask you the question, and then all you get to elaborate on each question I ask, okay? All right, so first question. Who wants to start? Okay, who are you?
I like to play video games. I'm a laid-back person.
Okay, someone else?
I am a nice and kind person and I'm a cheerleader.
I'm a positive person and I don't really like negativity at all.
Okay.
I'm a child of God and I'm very loving.
I'm a football player, and I take everything to the heart.
I'm a basketball player and I love what I do.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. Okay, here goes another question. Do you feel that your teachers are creating relationships with you at your school?
Nay, the teachers at my school be tweaking sometimes. Like, they don't understand everything we say, and like they don't like building connections with us. They like just like getting straight to business, and they don't like want to hear us out what we gotta say. They always just want to take everything and do it themselves.
The teachers at my school, I feel like they don't try to have relationships with us. They just go to do their job and then like get the day over with, I feel like.
Okay. Someone else?
I feel like it's just certain teachers, like our avid teachers, I feel like build a relationship with us and they try to make sure you're on track. They, talk to you. And I feel like sometimes you just got to tell a teacher, like if you're going through something and you need help, they're like teachers that I have known, like if I was going through a certain situation and I'm like stressed out about certain things that I can't like focus on like school 100% right now, they'll push back due dates and everything for me. But some teachers don't, like they said, they don't really pay attention to you. And I feel like nowadays we don't really go to school for like learning. We just go there just to pass and just get over it and like to get our next level in life.
Okay.
The teachers at our school, I feel like they don't try to build relationships with us. I feel like they're just going there to like get paid and get the day over with. And I feel like
that teachers should be like more loving and more caring and not just like trying to do their job.
Um, there's a one teacher, Mr. Williams. He trying to build a connection with me. He asked me how my weekdays going, and yeah.
So you had one teacher that you spoke to you and that you feel that tried to build a relationship with you
Mhm.
out of all your teachers you had?
Mm.
Okay. Okay. That's
I got Mr. Williams too, and I think he's the same thing. Like, he helps you with whatever you need, and he talks to you if you need to like talk to somebody. But most of the teachers, I think, they just think like they make up words and put it in your mouth, technically, and they don't really care that you want to go do something. They just care about how, like, they're just trying to get it over with and get you out to the next class. And I don't really like the way they say have a good weekend, because at that time it's like you just want us out your class
Mm.
and not want us in your class instead of being in school, instead of on the streets or anything like that.
okay. All right. So my next question to you is, who is your biggest role model?
My biggest role model is my mom and my big brother, because they've been there for me every single day of my life. And like every time I'm going through something at home, my mom there for me. And then like if I'm going through something at school or with sports, my big brother, he always there, and he like got me on the right path to stay getting good grades, because he wants to make it somewhere in life too and go to the NBA. And I also want to too, and I just want to make my mom happy. So that's why I do everything I can to the best of my abilities.
My biggest role model is also my mom because I feel like she has like me and her like have the same connection. Like we've been through a lot, and plus she's always been there for me ever since my dad left.
Someone else?
My biggest role model is also my mom, because my mom been through a lot when she was younger, like losing her mom at 8 years old.
Yeah, turn it on.
Losing her mom at 8 years old, and having my sister at like 16, and then also like having 5 kids and stuff, and raising them on her own. She didn't just like give up on life and just like just like live off like just checks here and there and stuff like that. She got her job, got her certificate to be a CNA, and I'm just really happy of her resilience in like life and determination and not giving up. And I always want to just have like her type of resilience in my life.
Okay. Someone else?
I would say my mother's also like one of my biggest role models because she has been through so much, and also she continues to have a positive attitude about life. Like things might come in our life, and she continues to push through and always like be the best mom she can be.
Okay.
My biggest role model is my grandmother, also because she's done a lot for me, and I just want to say, like, when she's down, I'm down, and when she's up, I'm up, because that's how we are, and I love her to death.
Okay, the next question is, what is your deepest fear?
My deepest fear is losing my mother, because like she all I got, and I just don't want to lose her, because I want to make money and then help her out with this money, because she been providing money and everything for me, and I just want to pay it off and give it to her.
My biggest fear is also losing my mother or my father, any of my parents, because they're like a big part of my life, and I feel like if they weren't there with me, that I would just like lose everything.
My deepest fear is how I'm going to die, and also like losing my mom because that's all I have, and she's been there for me since day one.
My biggest fear is probably like dying on earth. Well, dying and my works is not finished. You know, like, well, I guess I can say like my biggest fear is like going to hell, I guess. And like I wanna like you know, I don't wanna die without doing what God had planned for me on this earth.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
My biggest fear is just not making it in life and not doing what I wanted to do and dreamed of doing. And without my dream, I'm saying I'm nothing, or what I can do is not as seen as I think it could be.
My biggest fear is losing my mom and my grandma because they're always there for me, and without them, I wouldn't know what to do.
Awesome. Hey, remember today, once again, remember today that this show is brought to you by, sponsored by Edwards Jones, Making Sense of Investment. Each and one of our shows will be sponsored by someone in the community trying to make a difference in youth lives and other lives. Okay, my next question for you is that, how do you handle conflict? How do you handle conflict?
I handle conflict just by either avoiding it or just talking it out. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
I handle conflict, but like just walking away, not even like trying to entertain the subject or at least give them what they want. I just walk away.
How I handle conflicts is talking to people or just talking it out or just walking away.
I handle conflict by just dealing with it hands-on. Like I don't like to have something that's like bothering me or anything like that. Like if something's like bothering me in that moment, I want to deal with it then, because like if you don't, like it can like eat you up and like mess you up for like different things you have in life.
Okay.
How I handle conflict is I usually talk it out with the person, or I just walk away. And if that doesn't change anything, I like take it to my mom and like see what she has to say about it.
The way I handle conflict is by talking it out, or like if I see someone getting bullied or something, I'll walk up to them and like stick off on them. But like I don't like conflict, so I try my best to stay out of it as much as I can.
All right, next question. What is one of the biggest challenges you faced in life so far, and how did you handle it?
My biggest challenge was losing 3 of my family members in the same year to cancer, and like every time I lost it was on a basketball game. So like I think it was just bad. I thought it was basketball that kept making my family members die because I didn't know I was young, and then like I just played those games for them. But every time the basketball seasons come, it just make me think about that, and then make me want to push harder, and then make it somewhere for them.
My biggest challenge that I'm facing now is my attitude, because I know that I have to change it, because if I don't change it, it's not going to get me anywhere in life.
My biggest challenge was battling like mental health, like depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. I overcame it by just, not just keeping it in and like talking to someone. Like I talked to a therapist, I talked to my family members and stuff like that, and I just kept people who loved and cared about me around me.
Awesome.
My biggest challenge that I face is seeing my grandmother sick in the hospital, in the ICU. And I've overcome that by going to God first and just like talking to him so he could see, like, he could just be there for me. Like that was my comfort, and like he just helped me.
Hey, make sure that it's a huge thing that when you guys talk, make sure you hold the mic and speak clearly through the mic and talk a little bit louder, and make sure you click it up, okay, for me? All right, go ahead.
the biggest struggle I've ever been through in my entire life is losing my uncle when I was little, and I deal with that. Well, was by playing football because he loved football, and even before he died, I loved football too. But when I played football, I usually think of him, so it ups my game, and it turns me into something that I'm not around other people.
Awesome. Okay, my next question. What college would you want to attend and why? What college would you want to attend and why? If you don't want to go to college, that's fine. College is not for everybody, but if you do, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. All right. Someone else?
I want to go to Clemson University because to me they have the best football program right now.
Okay. Someone else?
I want to go, and I know I'm going to go to Howard University in Washington D.C. It's an HBCU, and I always wanted to go to a place where, you know, like being like an African American female, and like not seeing as much of as my people being praised in that kind of like standpoint on like that type of foundation. So I always wanted to go to a HBCU because they just show like that black people aren't just, you know, like, you know, the stereotypes, drug dealers, you know, angry black woman, all that stuff. There's actual black women and men out there that are successful in life. And yeah, that's how I want to go.
Awesome. Someone else?
I would like to attend Harvard University because I want to become a lawyer. So I would love to be able to go to a top school with that.
Okay. Awesome.
I would like to attend Kentucky University because I watch their basketball team, and I just every time I just watch film, and then I see that like if I go there, I have a better chance of going to the NBA to get money, help my mama out, because that's all I want to do, is just get money and then just pay my mama off and my brothers and my sister.
Mm.
The college that I want to attend to is also Howard University because I feel like why not just go to an all-black college?
Awesome. Okay, there's one question I don't know I'm going to ask you right now. How important is your education to you?
My education right now is very important because it's gonna follow me through my whole life into college. Because like my freshman year, I gotta take that serious, and I gotta take all my school year serious, sir. But I feel like my freshman, my senior year, I gotta push hard and just get good grades, because that's what most colleges gonna be looking at. And if I want to make it to a good college, I gotta keep up my grades.
Okay. Someone else?
My education to me is very important because you can't go nowhere without your education, because that's what nowadays everybody looks at in colleges and jobs. And if you don't get a high school diploma, it's a likely more chance you're gonna get a job like at McDonald's or Taco Bell or something like that, and be living like check to check at a house, like in an apartment that you don't want to be at.
Okay. Someone else?
I feel like my education is extremely important because, to kind of piggyback off of you, like you don't know if you're always going to make it as big as you think you're going to make it, you know, like, because I want to be an actress, right? So I don't know if I want to be like that Oscar actress or something like that. Praying to God that I will. But even if I'm not, I want to go to school for theater and major in theater so I can be able to teach it. And also, I don't want a job. I want a career. I don't want something that I'm living from paycheck to paycheck, or I got to tell somebody, I got to wait till I get paid before we can go there or something like that. I want to be able to just go in my bank account and just go wherever we want to go without even planning it.
My education is also very important to me because my education is going to give me places in life. If I don't have a good education, have my grades up, I probably won't become like what I really want to become, a lawyer. Like that's what, like, my life is going to be based off my grades, my education.
Okay. Go ahead, D.
My education is very important because without education, you can't do a lot of stuff in this world.
Okay.
I feel like education is important because without it, like, you're not going to get anywhere in life. And with it, you can, like, achieve, like, your dreams and your goals.
Awesome. Okay, tell me, what does your dream job look like? What does your dream job look like?
My dream job. I don't know. I might just wanna be an actor or just make YouTube videos or live stream. Fortnite.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
My dream job looks like having my own business and becoming a cosmetologist.
Oh, awesome. Okay, great business. Someone else?
My dream job would be being on the big screen, just acting and doing that, and also being able to, like, kind of like how Kiki Palmer does. She like acts, and then she like every once in a while you hear her drop a song, and then the song will go crazy, and everybody listen to it, and then she go back into acting and stuff like that. So that's something that I want to do. I also want to like publish like my poetry and stuff like that. But dream job is just seeing me on the big screen and winning Oscars.
I can't wait to see you.
My dream
That's an awesome
job
goal.
would be me helping others since I want to become a criminal lawyer. So I would be helping other people and just like having justice to the world and just to people in general.
Awesome. That's great.
My dream job is going to the NBA and being in the Hall of Fame. But my mom always tell me have a plan B, and I wanted to be a businessman and like help out people that can't afford stuff or the homeless and like just give back as much as I can, and that's about it.
Mm.
My dream job looks like the football stadium on Saturday Night Football on ESPN, the crowd going wild and everything like that. And if I don't make it, I want to be a technician. And if I don't make it, I'm going to UTI for probably another 3 years to learn more about cars and probably go have a career of a technician.
Awesome. Got something to ask you, all of you. I'm going to ask you a word. I'm going to say a word, and you tell me what comes to your mind first. Okay? Remember, there's no wrong or right answer. All right? I'm just going to say one word, and you tell me what comes to your mind first. Passion.
Passion. My passion is to make it in life and just to help my mother out, because like I'm passionate that I'll make it, and I just want to help everybody I can as much as I can. And I don't care if I don't know them, I'll still at least try. If I see someone on the street just struggling, I'll do the best I can just to help them.
Okay.
The first thing that pops up to my head is how I'm going to make it, and how hard do I have to work to get there, and how bad do I want it.
Okay. Someone else. Passion. What pops on your mind when I say the word passion to you?
I guess kind of like what I have. Like I have to be passionate in order, like in life. Like you have to be passionate about something
Mm-hmm.
in life. Because if you don't, it's just like you're just doing something just to do it.
Mm-hmm. So what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about music,
Music? Okay.
theater, and stuff like that.
Okay.
When I think of passionate, I think of me like putting something first, or just something that like that's like something that's like really deep to me, like something like my parents,
Mhm.
like just something, I don't know how to explain it, but like just something you care about a lot.
Okay. Yep.
The first thing that pops up in my head is that it's gonna be hard to get to wherever I want to get to, and to try not to give up. Yeah.
Okay.
When I hear the word passionate, I think about like the things like you cherish the most.
Mm. Okay. Okay, another word. Love.
Love, that just reminds me of my grandma or my mom.
Okay.
I think love is like you caring about somebody and like unconditional love, like you're just like loving them like all the time no matter what.
Okay.
I think of love. I think of my mom. And well, not just my mom, my whole family, because we're super close, like everybody, even aunts, cousins, and everything like that. I just think about that. Not just only that, my mom always taught me, like, just like the Bible said, the first thing is love, and like in our family, no matter what, that whatever happens or how you feel about somebody, like you might get mad at your cousin, that the first thing you always have to do is always show love.
When I think of love, I think of unconditional feeling you have towards someone or something, just like something you care about or something you just cherish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have love for everybody, but like it just depends on how much love. Like, I'm not gonna hate someone because I don't know them, but like I'm gonna show love to everyone. But there's my family first. Like, I love them on my heart, not do anything for them. Then like I got like friends that I call my brothers, because like they look up to me. I look to them as real brothers, because like there's life too short, and then I don't know what I'm saying, but like everybody, I just want to see everybody make it somewhere in life, not just me. And I want the world, like Illinois in general, to be known as like a good place, and everybody having, I don't know what I'm saying, but like everybody making it somewhere or what they want to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna piggyback on what Tay said. I have love for everybody, but if I like first meet you, you got an attitude for no reason, that's when I'm gonna give you a second chance. And then if you get a second chance, being like, saying like, "Why are you talking to me? I don't know you." That's when we really gonna like. I'm not gonna be able to like you. We're not gonna be able to be friends. And like, if you was my friend, then I'm gonna have to see why you had a bad day or why you was like that, and so we can like fix this and see whatever happened, we can fix it.
Okay. All right. Tell me, do you believe more in destiny or do you believe more in dream?
Well, everybody make a dream like when they first, like as they young. But I believe in destiny because I set goals for myself to make it to the place I want to, like by managing my time and then doing good at school. Like that's my steps to going to college. And then once I go to college, I want to get good grades and then go to all my classes and stuff and succeed. And then next, go to the NBA and just get money from my mother. And that's like all I want to do is just help out. And then I send money to charities and anything I could do just to help anybody.
Okay.
I believe in destiny because whatever you say that 1 second can determine your destiny, and your destiny can change in a second. It depends on what you say, what your actions are, and what you do at that moment that you are in.
Okay.
I believe more in dream because I feel like anybody can like make mistakes in lives, or not even just make mistakes in life, but I feel like the word destiny is just like kind of like a cliche kind of, because I feel like you can make your own destiny. So it'd be more like your dreams, because if you set out your goals and you make sure you set out the steps to that one goal and then the steps to the next goal, and you achieve all of those, and you work as hard as you can to achieve your dreams, then it'll just go good, I guess.
Okay.
I believe more in destiny because I have goals for myself and I know that I will accomplish it with hard work. So that's why I believe more in destiny.
Okay.
I also believe in destiny too, because you're like setting your goals to like achieve that destiny that you want to have.
Okay.
I believe in destiny because it's you setting up your life.
Okay. All right, I got one more question, and then we're gonna wrap things up, okay? And it's not on the paper, so you can't look at the paper. When you get to heaven, what do you want God to say?
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay. Okay.
When I get to heaven, I think God is gonna say, I think he's gonna ask me like questions like, why haven't you done this different? Or like, I don't know.
When I get to heaven, I want God to say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," and I want Him to be like proud of the works that I did, saying like I set out to do exactly what He wanted me to do on earth. So yeah.
Okay.
When I get to heaven, I want God to just like be happy and like just so I could get like the vibes, because I've always like wondered like when I do meet God, like I just want to know like about me, like if I've done everything right, if I did everything I could, like that I was like set on earth for. Like I would just want to know.
This is just how I dreamed of heaven. Ever since I was 6 years old, I feel like when I go to heaven, I'm gonna just see God on the basketball court.
Oh, wow.
And then it's gonna be a 1v1. And then I'm gonna like just win. And then he gonna be like, good work. And he be like, I knew you had it in you. And then we just gonna talk back and forth on what things I could have done better, like what things I did to deserve what like I made it, or what I made my life of. And like after I talk to God, I want to go see my mother, and then my other families.
Okay. Awesome.
When I go to heaven.
Got a mic.
Oh, when I go to heaven, I want God to say, "Well done, my child," or "Welcome, my child."
Awesome. That's awesome. All right, today, again, you with What's Up with Jim. We really appreciate these 6 youth taking their time out of the day and coming to join us. We will be bringing another show to you live again on November the 14th with the assistant superintendent from U46. We invite everyone to tune in to that day and make sure that you join us, and you can ask her different questions that you think are important to you as a youth, or you also as parents. If you think there's something out there you want to talk to her about, you can join us on November the 14th. All right, today, once again, I want to thank each one of you for coming out and be with us. Today's show was sponsored by Edwards Jones, Making Sense Investment.